Hello, everybody, and welcome to another stream, another recording, and another podcast because we are doing multiple things here at Eurostar 2025, reporting directly from Edinburgh. Now, I have here with me my first interview of the day because probably you have seen we have been rotating the show in between Geek and Somia. So, with me today, with Leandro, your amigo, señor Performo, is my amigo Brijesh. Brijesh, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And it is so good to be on the other side of the podcast chair. Normally, I'm the one who's doing the podcast, but it's so good. And doing it with you, I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's I think an experience that I wanted to share a little with you to have different podcasts and
Mhm.
but I mean it's not about me. Tell us a little bit about you for the people that do not know you. Who are you? What do you do? What makes you special?
All right. Okay. So yeah, I'm Brijesh Deb. I'm a principal consultant with Infosys. Have been testing for almost 2.5 decades now, a little more than that, in fact. So been there, done that. Uh, I have my fair share of experience in performance testing. I did a lot
I'm
of
so proud.
yeah, I did a lot of performance testing, performance test management as well. It was quite interesting. Of course, it was a few moons ago. So now it's more into consulting and helping customers, get on board the testing journey, finding solutions for their problems with regards to testing, helping them, you know, grow into a mindset where they give importance to quality engineering because after so many years we still feel that testing is an afterthought with a lot of people. And talking about performance and security, as I popularly say,
That's
they
the
are
afterthought.
afterthought of an afterthought. Okay, only when a customer has a problem, that's when the light bulb goes, oh, we should do performance testing, or we should do security testing. If something breaks, then they realize, oh, this is important. And obviously they start thinking, oh, we can start later, we can do it anytime. No, if you're shifting left, normally you could shift performance testing left, you could shift security testing left. So these are the kind of things that I like to discuss. And a lot of people know me on LinkedIn because of my hashtag nothing called manual testing.
We'll
I don't
try
know.
to add it on the video and
Yeah, yeah,
podcast comments
yeah,
so
yeah.
that you know
A
how
lot
to
of
hashtag this.
I've got a lot of criticism for that, but I stand by what I say. And it was a term that was created by vendors, tool vendors, uh, a few years back, and somehow that has stuck with the industry. And now we don't want to grow out of it. Now there is more and more divide. Instead of talking separately about manual and automation, why don't we talk about testing holistically?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Sorry, don't
everything
worry.
together. Yeah. So why don't we do that together? Why don't we just call it testing and get on with our jobs? Why do you want to put it in separate brackets and then look down upon people and things like that? So that's something that I talk about. And I also have a testing community called the Test Chat, which has more than 27,000 testers globally,
Wow,
where
that's a
we
community.
yeah, where we like to talk about testing. And there is only one rule, that nobody will judge you for your remarks. So whatever you want to say, you can say it openly without the fear of being judged. Yes, you will be challenged for your opinion. Yes, there will be debates. Yes, there will be discussions, but nobody will judge you and send you that no, you can't say that. I mean,
Hmm.
you can express your opinion because that's what matters. As a tester, we should communicate. We should tell our stories. That's what makes us better testers. So that's what the community does. And guess what? We are turning 5 years old
Wow,
in 2 days time. So
it's great that you are active on so many fronts. On one side, you are consulting, principal consultant, right?
yes.
Which you are getting to kind of like the best levels of consulting, and at the same time, you care for the community, you care to help and to share your knowledge, your experiences. And as you say, it's not only you out, but I'm sure that there's like a feedback loop where you are also learning and building things out
Yes.
of this awesome community that you are generating. And I'm sure not only community building, you are here also on a conference, right?
Yes.
Do you attend or present often at
Yes.
conferences?
Yes. So I have been presenting in conferences for over a decade now,
Nice.
and this year also I'm talking about AI and biases in AI. That
Wait,
is,
that's your talk this time
yes,
because you do different topics. So
yes,
that's
yes,
10 years.
yes.
Were
So
you
this time,
talking about AI 10 years ago?
no. Was there so much talk about AI 10 years ago? No,
No.
no. But there was work being done. Everybody kept saying that it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and then finally on the 30th of November 2022,
Things blew out.
suddenly OpenAI announces ChatGPT, and the whole world just changes. My Instagram feed is all about 5 new AI tools, 10 new AI tools.
Oh,
That,
wow.
that's how insane the Instagram feed is. And then LinkedIn also started, where people started flooding those. So wherever you go, AI is everywhere. Just yesterday, or was it day before yesterday, I was so frustrated and I wrote a post that AI is in my kitchen. Okay, AI is
Yeah.
in my toilet. AI, there's AI in my toothbrush.
Wait. What type of toilet do you
Yeah,
have?
yeah, it's
I
all
mean, you can
getting.
have it on the toilet. Yeah, I've seen that, but
Yeah, yeah. So everything is AI powered. Okay, and it's getting so bizarre. Now you have WhatsApp, which has got the Meta AI plugin.
hmm
So when you receive forwards from your family, there is AI generated text there as well. So AI is
ah,
in WhatsApp forwards as well, and it is getting bizarre by the day. So it is so much. I mean, it's an overdose of AI. I mean, we need it, of course, we need it,
it's a good
but
tool, but
yeah, AI is good, but we have to be cautious about how much do we want to actually rely on AI. What do we want to use it for? And when we apply our judgment,
I think
that's
it's you're right. It's super powerful. It's a tool that, of course, we have received benefits. I have used AI. Most probably you have as well.
yeah,
Even if you don't know it, most probably you're using AI.
yeah,
And yes, there are some uses that we need to be careful, conscious, and aware of the things.
absolutely,
There's people who are not conscious, aware, or checking on these things and producing some things that I'm on Instagram playing around and like, is that a real video
yeah,
or AI? And you have me always counting fingers and
yeah,
checking details.
yeah,
Sometimes it's not, and it's impressive. And some other times you have incredible things that are being done. Have you heard the Ukraine war
yeah, yeah,
thing situation with the drones and AI? I was like, oh wow, that's a very good use. And so you have it on both of the fronts, really, really good, good or weird, and bad stuff.
yes.
But this gets me a little bit curious. What was your talk about? Because it was more related to QA, I want to
No,
think.
so my talk this year is it's going to
What was
happen
the title?
tomorrow. So it's the hidden biases of AI. Okay,
Ooh.
so what are these unseen risks? Because we don't realize that there is so much bias. Now the premise of the talk is based on two public scandals that happened way back in 2019. I think
Ooh.
it was with Amazon and Apple, both having so one of them had a recruiting system which was biased against women.
Ah, yeah, I
Okay,
remember about that one.
yeah, you remember that was a very popular story, and they found out that whatever AI they had used had a data set which was skewed very much in favor of men.
Yeah.
Similarly, there was a situation where there was a facial recognition software which had a bias towards white male population. Okay, and predominantly because most of the respondents of the questions that were asked, for the sampling, were white male. So you could expect that, but nobody realized until you know things
The,
changing,
the,
and
the,
it was to do with face recognition. So you can
yeah.
imagine how bad it can get. So so there were the situations, and then we had our own taste. We never bothered to actually look at those case studies or anything like that. When we were working on a project where we were building a product for a life sciences customer, okay, and so that they could have readily available data wherever they wanted for their research work. For example, what kind of drug works for what kind of illness, and
Mm-hmm.
how many people actually take that drug, what is the impact and things like that. So how much is being purchased, how much is being acquired differently, and all of those kind of information. Okay, so that people could dig into it and use it for their purpose. But then what started happening is we soon realized that our data was messed up, because once the product was released to the market, we started getting complaints from these smaller labs and from countries which were in the Middle
Not part
East.
of the sample
Yeah,
size.
no, they were a part of the sample size, but we started getting complaints from smaller laboratories saying that the data is highly skewed, okay, towards data from US or European data. And that also caused problems, because countries in Africa, countries in the Middle East, they said, okay, what this data does not help us, because our demographics is different, the kind of drugs that we use are different, because the illnesses are different. So 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 then the problem was, okay, so how do you get rid of this? Okay, you've identified a bias, but how do you get rid of it?
That's a very good point.
Now you can't untrain and retrain your AI, because that's going to be extremely expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do you do? So we figured out that scrapping it all together and building a new model was much more cheaper compared to untraining and
Trying to fix
retraining.
something that the
Yeah,
foundations were wrong.
yeah. So we took some time and rebuilt the whole thing. But this time we went ahead with acknowledging the fact that this is also not bias free, because anywhere you talk, as humans, you and me, we are biased.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
Want it or not,
yeah,
it's
so if
inherent.
if humans are training that AI, that bias will creep in. Okay, if biased people are training, so that's the premise of my talk. Okay, and I'm
Hmm.
going to share this story. Okay, of course, with tools and what we used, and so that's going to happen tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about it.
Have you
Yeah.
given this talk before?
No.
Ah, so it's a new one. That's why you
So
are so.
I never repeat my talks. Never.
Ah, that's an interesting.
Yeah. I have I have
Wow.
never ever repeated a talk.
Okay. So it's always a new experience.
Yeah,
That's also
always.
why you are. Is this your first AI talk?
Second AI talk.
So you're starting to get into the topic for real,
Yeah.
talking about it. And I mean, your presentation has a lot. I see potential and elements that I haven't thought of. Like, yeah, you have pretty much found a defect in your AI model. How do you patch that defect? Is
Yeah.
this a new release? Is this? I've never thought of that,
Yeah.
and it's a super interesting topic. That.
Of course, there can be multiple sources of bias,
Hmm.
but I have, for the interest of time and because of the setting, I have just clubbed it into three categories, and I'll explain it more yesterday. I don't want to divulge, otherwise I'll end up doing my talk in this podcast.
No, no, no.
but
Yeah,
but
that we don't want too many
yeah,
spoilers. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
coming soon
yeah,
next
yeah.
Thursday to your conference, nearby
Yeah, but
conference.
but 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 I'm also excited to talk about it more with people who are interested. How we can do, because I would like to hear their perspectives on their challenges with
Hmm.
regards to biases. What kind of biases have they dealt with? How they have come out of it? Okay, what were their approaches to deal with these? It will be interesting to know. So I'm open to more ideas. I want to learn, from others as well. Yeah. So
Getting some feedback from the audience and
yes.
understanding. And now, a general topic that we have been trying to cover in these interviews. you are already showcasing a little bit of the impact or how QA can make a role in QA and AI. Too many acronyms. um, what do you see coming as well for QA mixing up AI?
Well, so here's something. One of the things that a lot of people said, is that AI is going to take away all
Our
the jobs,
jobs.
take away our jobs. That was one of the first fears that we had. I think it's exactly the opposite. Okay, AI will create more possibilities for testing, for
Hmm.
testers. Why? Because somebody needs to test the AI.
It's
Okay,
and the
we
process
have
is not
yeah,
there.
we have still not reached a stage where AI is testing itself, and I don't think we'll ever reach that stage. We will still need people to be able to test it. We will need testers, we will need testing. It's not going away.
No,
Okay, yeah, yeah, if some jobs are under threat, developers beware.
I think that. Oh yeah. Uh, I don't think either developers will be
No, junior developers will
have some
get phased out,
challenges. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then senior developers will be moving in the direction of debugging the code that AI is generating. So you could see a shift
Assessing.
in the roles.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's going to be interesting, and that's probably starting to happen as well, because more and more companies are claiming that a lot of their code is AI generated now, and by 2030, I think 80% or 90% of the code will be AI.
QAs will not be out of a job,
Yes,
but do you think the job of QAs will change?
yes. The way we think, the way we do things will change, not drastically. The basics will still remain the same, but we have to be more technology aware, and we have to be we have to find new ways. Okay, I would say testing would evolve more.
Yeah, it
Okay,
needs to, because
yeah, yeah.
the points that you're bringing up that I never thought about, how to patch a defect identified in an AI model. Oh yeah, you have to fix that. How? How can the QA help on that?
Yeah, yeah. Fix it and then test it again. So that's
Regressions and
yeah,
yeah, we still have the traditional stuff,
yeah.
only with a few tweaks and twists. And Riyesh, I'm sure that you are going to be talking about these topics more in your community
Yes.
online. So to wrap up a little bit, and that people can get in touch with you and collaborate with the community, where can they find you? Where can they follow you, subscribe, like, or whatever?
The best place to find me is on LinkedIn. Uh,
Check for
yeah,
his name. I think it's down here on the screen.
yeah. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find also the Test Chat Telegram group, where you can reach out to me. You can reach out to so many other brilliant testers who are a part of the community. Our program chair Tanya Voss is a part of the community.
Oh, cool.
So
Where
yeah,
where is the community
it's
hosted?
it's on Telegram. So
A
it's a
Telegram community.
yeah, Telegram group.
We
Uh,
will try to add as well in the comments of the
yes,
video
yes.
where you can add to this
So
community.
yeah, yeah. These are the places, and of course, you can meet me at conferences or events, and we can have a chat like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sounds like you can find our amigo Brijesh very often at conferences. Come. This is the best way in which you can find the people, meet in person, and
Yes.
build awesome experiences, memories, and create knowledge. Well, copy and paste knowledge from these awesome figures and leaders in the industry. So, Riyesh, thank you very much. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you,
I
amigo.
really appreciate you coming, and let me know. I'm always happy to help with the community and to see what we can do.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Such a pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, this is not over. We are having many more interviews, podcasts, activities, and fun. This is Eurostar 2025 reporting from Edinburgh, and we'll be back soon. Adios. Adios, amigo.
Adios.
Bye. Bye.